Hello everyone, we're here today with some Absolum or Absolum, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but this is a cool beat 'em up roguelike game. It's more of a beat 'em up, but it does have some roguelike elements that kind of aid with its replayability. That kind of has me interested. So I wanted to kind of do I guess you can say a let's play, probably a 100% let's play, depending if I stay committed to it. We're gonna go ahead and start a new game here. Of course, I have been playing for a lot. This game came out in October. I've put in a lot of hours. I wouldn't say I'm like good at it, but you know, I know my way around. But we're gonna go ahead and start a new profile here. And the two characters that you start with, Carl and Galandra, I low-key kind of suck with both of them, but I guess I suck with Carl less, so we're gonna go with Carl. And this is also gonna be a challenge run. I'm gonna play this at 150% damage, incoming damage, and 50% outgoing damage, so I'm gonna take a little bit more damage, and I'm gonna deal a little less damage than a normal playthrough. Also, let me stop talking.
The world's fabric, unleashing the cataclysm of Yeldrin. Azra, the Conqueror, raised his legions, outlawing magic and persecuting wizards. A merciless war started, spanning many years on every realm. Now, only a few of us remain. We are all that stands against Azra's tyranny, keeping the flame of hope burning for revenge. For how long will this cold sun cast its shadow upon us?
Alright, and that's the introduction there.
Wake up! The prisoner's convoy is almost here.
Let's save Mother!
Some very nice voice acting. I do like the voice acting of this game. The visuals, the music, it's all so good. Animations, this game is awesome. Kind of came out of nowhere. I watched a streamer play it, and you know, it just got me hooked. So I've been hooked since then. So if you haven't seen this game before,
That's just one clutch.
it's a beat 'em up first. So you have like I'm not too familiar with beat 'em ups myself, if I'm being honest with you. But in this game, you have your basic strikes, which on the I should change the options. So we're gonna go ahead and change these. So damage received is gonna be 150. It goes up to 200, but I'm not that much of a masochist. So we're gonna do damage received 150, and damage dealt 50. So I'm doing half damage, just to make things a little bit harder for myself. But you have your basic strikes on square, if you're on a PlayStation controller, and then you have your skill attacks on triangle. And then on R2 you have your Arcana, which is kind of like a super move. It has some cool properties. For instance, let's get through these initial. You could, like it says, you can perform a deflect by dashing. That also lets you cancel attacks if you dash with the dash button, or you can just double tap forward. That also cancels attacks. And you can cancel the strikes into the skill as well, and cancel those into the Arcana, the R2. If you're familiar with beat 'em ups and canceling moves and those kind of concepts. I will say, as I never played a beat 'em up before I played this game, and the initial learning phase was a little hard for me. Like, this game is, at the beginning, it's kind of hard. So if you're a new player and you're getting your ass beat, you know, don't worry.
I can see Mother.
the more you play and the more you make progress, it kind of makes things easier for you as you kind of progress through the game.
Are feeding on my essence. Break them.
Alright, so someone is shackled up. Let's go ahead and break whatever this is. Alright, and there's Mother.
Bind a ritual to your blood. You'll need it for this battle.
Alright, and here we have rituals. I don't know how to best explain them, but they are sort of randomized effects that you can find to improve your character. So here we have a blazing dash. Every time we dash, it creates a blazing trail. And then we have a burn and deflect. Whenever we deflect an enemy, they burn. Honestly, these both are not what I would normally go for, but you don't have much of a choice when you start the game, so we're gonna go with that. Oh. So now every time we deflect an enemy attack, we should be able to burn them. I don't think it works with projectiles, which is, I think, the only way these guys can attack aside from the force fuel. And you can, you know, extend combos and stuff like that. I'm not good at this character, so my combo game is kind of bad. Alright, there you go. I'm trying my best to remember not to skip the dialogue, because I'm not a dialogue person with these type of games usually. Oh, do we have to fight these guys? Uh-oh. Alright, so now we have like some real enemies here. You can throw enemies by just walking into them, and Carl has a unique little throw game where he can pick them up and kind of walk around, you know, Wario style. Super Mario 64 DS, if you guys remember that game. I know it's been a few years at this point. But that's kind of a way you can deal with these shielded enemies, because normally they'll block your attacks and you can't really damage them too well. So you can clash with attacks. There we go. With the skill, so the triangle little headbutt attack that I'm doing, you can clash, as well as the Arcanas, the R2. It does take timing to... Oh. That attack is kind of hard to clash with. As you can see, you know, I'm taking increased damage, so one attack does so much damage to me. And you don't have a lot of HP. Wait. Oh! Okay, I dodged out the way, but... No! Alright, we'll come back to this. Alright, well, I already died. That's that increased damage for you.
You gave your life for me. I give it back, true to our pact. Azra wants to muzzle magic. He must fall so that Talam can flourish again. I am barely free. His control of magic is too strong. My own body will not give birth as long as he rules. You'll have to weaken him. Claim his great towers, disrupt the stream of his power. There is one nearby in Grandery, the troubled realm of the Mad Underking. Give him rest.
Alright, well that was kind of the tutorial anyway. I don't know if they expected you to do that on your first go around. Those guys are kind of hard to deal with, especially at the beginning of the game. You don't have a lot of HP, a lot of mana, and I suck at clashing with their AoE attack. Let's go ahead and inspect this.
When I created this safe haven, I ensured a ritual of fire would be maintained here. We need both its power and its inextinguishable hunger.
Alright, well anyway, here's where we respawn, and let's go to the right and see what's going on here. Oh, we got some guy here. Can I talk to him?
Blessed mothers. Death will mean nothing for their chosen children.
Alright, that is Edrig.
Your mother bears life. She is the first root sister to do so. Like this old tree, I may be waning, but I still serve. Its roots are weak, but it can regrow. Beyond the altar, you will reach Grandery. There, you should find crystals to nourish the tree.
Okay, well that's part of what's going on. We gotta go to Grandery. Let's inspect the tree and see what's going on. Okay, so not much we can do with the tree right now. Might have to come back to that a little bit later. Let's explore the rest of this area. You can open up the map if you press, what is it, select? Oh, okay, never mind. No map just yet. Let's go ahead and break this open and inspect this. Can't break into the door. We have a training dummy here where you can kind of practice your techniques. There is Glandra. Let's go talk to her. We can switch characters if we interact with the fireplace, but we'll just talk to Glandra for now.
Just come by the fire and let me take over.
Again, I suck with both of these characters, so these initial episodes are going to be a little bit rough. We have a little secret passage here.
Sanctuary in case all else failed. I had hoped that time would never come.
Alright, so we're in some sort of retreat area for now.
I like it here. Everything in its place.
Here's this vault looking place where we have some, whatever these are, can't access them, but we have some crystals here. Crystals will be useful for some upgrades later, so try to get as many as you can for now. Alright, let's go back up. See if there's anything else important here for us before we continue on our way. Okay, another barrel here with some crystals. Is there anything else? I guess that is it. That is the play online thing. Oh, let's inspect this.
Azra is far away, protected by many kings. He believes the war is over. He is mistaken.
Okay, whoever Azra is. I guess we'll go ahead and start our run. Doesn't seem like there's anything else for us to do. This is to choose our Arcana, and currently we only have one, so we'll just go with that one. Okay, and here's like a real run, for real. What we just did was the tutorial, which I failed at. Those are some tough enemies. We're in Grandery. So let's go ahead and break this open and get an Arcana, a ritual. So we have this one, Fiery Ring, which gives us a fiery ring every time we use an Arcana, or R2. And we have this one that gives us fire when we do some strikes. I will choose this because we don't have enough Arcana to really make that work.
The very heart of our civilization. Without its minds, no ritual can exist.
Okay. Oh, what the hell is this? This guy kind of reminds me of that guy from One Punch Man. That hooded mage enemy.
The map. It will help you trace your steps to reach Azra and his betrayer kings until I find you again.
Alright, cool. So, here we go. We finally have a map. So we are in Grandery, and we're trying to get over to Azra, the king, supposedly. So let's go ahead and get started. We have a path here, a fork in the path. I'm just gonna go through the middle path for the first run. Hopefully I don't die early on. Oh, okay, so we have some bones. You can loot some of these bones that are here. You might get items.
The forest tribe have set up the war totems, eh? They'll kill everyone on sight.
Alright. Every time you see one of these black bunny cat things in the background, it means that there is some sort of secret on the screen that you're in. So we have some sort of secret here, which we'll have to look for.
You are warned. The pact is broken, and the trees are hungry.
So we have some goblins here. Let's just break through this bullshit. Oh wait, I gotta remember not to curse. I uploaded a video that hasn't come out yet at the time of me recording this. But while it was uploading, it said that I might need to like review it for community guidelines, and I did curse a few times, so I don't know if that might be what's going on.
We are slowly taking back our land. Accept this modest reward to aid you, my child.
Alright, so we got some crystals. So every time you clear a screen, you'll get a reward. Either crystals, money, items, and I think every like 3 screens you get a ritual. So there we got some crystals. I guess we can talk about the gameplay. You have a lane dodge attack. If you press down and dodge, you can dodge up or dodge down, and then if you click the strike button, you can either attack up or attack down to kind of do like a counter attack. So you can, you know, do something like that to dodge. You can also dodge by like jumping. That's a viable option as well. Oh wait, I didn't get the secret. On the last screen, whatever the secret was, I kind of forgot. Okay, that guy has a pig. Oops. You can get on the pig. I'm not gonna lie, the mounts kind of suck early on because you don't have a lot of uses out of them. It's actually better to try to save them until you really need them. Oh, something that you want to do. Okay, let's get this item. So we have punish or more health. As it says there, punish, you hit an enemy at the end of their attack after a successful dodge, deflect, or clash. Or we can get some more health. I'm gonna go with the health because we're kind of not in a good spot right now. Oh, there's some HP. Alright, so one thing you can do, you can jump on the mounts by just pressing R1, but if you tap and hold it, you'll pet them, and that pretty much kind of lets the mounts show up on later screens occasionally in certain areas. So you do want to make sure you pet the mounts when you get the chance. Alright, so we have some goblins, and we have these weird ancient looking creatures. Let's go. Early game, if you're starting out on a new character, a new profile like this, I kind of recommend saving the mounts until you really need them. They make certain bosses, a lot easier. Spoilers, there will be bosses.
An ugly but efficient contraption. I recognize Azra's handiwork.
Okay, so we have something here. Let's just go ahead and attack it and see what it gives us. So this is another ritual, but this one seems to be a ritual of wind. So we have some different element rituals here that we got to unlock. So this one, every time we deflect, we'll do a sonic boom. Or this one, we can press, every time we use our skill on triangle, we get some tornado build up. I'm gonna go with this, a little bit better offensively.
Aim to put all magic in chains, and the world with it. Their hands are so full of enslaved powers that they cannot guard all of it. Do you feel the strength of this power? How it craves life? Make it your own. There is another ritual maker nearby. I will mark it on your map.
Oh, okay, so let's look at the map. So there is a crystal up at the top. We cannot get that because we've already progressed too far, so we'll have to get that on the next run. So, you know, that's kind of the replayability when you start. You can't always get everything in one run. You might have to do multiple runs. So we're gonna go back. Speaking of the rituals, personally, I don't find the ones that give you like some sort of effect when you deflect. I don't find them too useful personally. I mostly go for the offensive ones.
Created by the Root Sisters. You'll be safe here.
Alright, I'm gonna skip some of this dialogue. Here's where you can rest, and you get one of these sort of every few screens. You'll have like this little campsite where you can rest and get more HP. I don't really need the HP, but we'll just go ahead and rest anyway. And we have a little barrel right here, and then there is some shield guy. Let's see what this has to say.
My company was killed trying to fix the bridge.
Gendrick the Faithful.
Goblins roam the river. Alone, I am no match for their champion. Please talk to their elder. We need a truce. If we cannot send our tribute, The Sun King will kill us all.
Okay, we gotta talk to an elder goblin. Let's go ahead and open up the map. There's a goblin. We can see for what was his name? Gendrick, whatever. We got a little bit of a quest to do at the goblin village, but we haven't gotten there yet, so we'll see if we do get there in this run. We'll just continue going on to the next screen. Alright, so when you come to this screen, you'll see this fish jump, and you can actually attack the fish to get some HP. So keep that in mind if you ever get this loadout. Some of the paths are kind of like randomly generated, so you won't always get the same rooms every time you go a certain path. Sometimes they kind of differ. So we have some goblins and some crustacean guys. Oops. The crustacean guys, when they go inside their shell, you can't really hit them. But you can grab them, like so. Oh, let's get them out before it falls off the map, though. I don't think it'll fall off, but it might have. Alright, there we go. On to the next screen. So yeah, I'm just trying to hold on to the mount and not use it until we really need it. One thing you can do, you can throw enemies, just straight up yeet them off the map, which is easy way to deal with them, especially with Carl. He's unique that he can run around and carry enemies like this. The other characters don't have as much as an easy time doing so. Let's try to... Honestly, that's like the preferred way to deal with some enemies, just yeet them. Alright, there you go, that was 2 screens, so onto the 3rd screen. Here we should get a ritual, or a chance to get a ritual, and we're on a raft. Honestly, I'm just gonna do the same thing, we'll just toss them. Very easy way to deal with the enemies. Oops. So you might see that some enemies are doing these red attacks. When you see a red attack, you cannot defend against the attack by doing a deflect. You can deflect by, you know, dodging into them. Those kind of attacks can only be defended by with a clash. So either by the skill button or by using the Arcana. Alright, so that was 3 rooms, and now we have a choice of rituals. So we can either further augment our burn on our strikes, or we can have the Arcana give us a sonic boom. I'm gonna go with the strikes because Arcanas are kind of hard to use at this point of the game because you only have one bar of mana. Oops. I skipped that. So here we have a boss fight. We have Gazorg. Okay.
Champion of the tribe. There can be only one. We fight.
Alright, he wants to fight us. So here's why I saved the mount. No! Okay, well, didn't quite. Oh, fuck. Okay. This guy is easy. Every time he, you can easily deflect the mace hits that he's doing. When he does that little charge up attack, he'll do it multiple times, then you have your punish window. I prefer going for deflects because I'm not the best when it comes to... Okay, he's gonna attack 3 times at that point. Anyway, I prefer going for deflects or dodges as opposed to clashes. Clashes are higher risk and higher reward. There we go. But they're a lot harder to time. So I usually prefer going for clashes, and you know, you can just, once you damage a boss enough, you get a little moment to do some combos on them, so you can just go ham. Alright, so after you kill some bosses, you do get these, which are called inspirations, and those kind of further augment your character. Here we have bounce and bash, so every time we do a strike, we can strike 3 times in the air, bouncing off the enemies. And then we have this one that lets us charge our Arcana and do 50% more damage. I'm gonna go with this. I kind of prefer the bouncing strike.
Azog has fallen. We are honor bound to welcome those who defeat the champion. The Elder awaits you above, stranger.
Alright. Morally correct goblins. You don't see that in media these days. Usually goblins suck. But you can go ahead and destroy these little interactables. Here we got some money from that barrel. And these lanterns will give us some rocks. For a first run, I'm doing pretty decently. Like, it took me forever to make any progress when I first started playing the game. This game is, like, not easy. Once you play enough, you kind of understand, like, the timings for enemy attacks and what they're trying to do. But, you know, don't feel bad. You're gonna get knowledge checked by just not knowing what the enemies do when you first start. Let's go ahead and inspect this.
These indicate ancient sites that are beholden to the ritual of hospitality. No one may be harmed therein.
Alright, so I guess they're just saying that these are kind of safe havens similar to the campsites where you can, you know, rest. You're not going to be in combat here for the most part.
Is either madness or bravery.
Alright, let's look at the map. So we are in the Goblin Village, so we can get some progress going on that quest for that guy. Here's a goblin that wants to talk to us.
Welcome you, Dustborn. As is our tradition, you will receive a gift. You vanquished the champion. You have earned a name of peace. Do not waste it, like the greedy tribe did. You may speak with the Elder and catch the skies with us.
Alright, so he gave us another chainmail, so we have some more health. That's nice. Go ahead and destroy these. Usually the chairs and like
100 times.
furniture doesn't give you anything, but the barrels and stuff they can. Here we can talk to this guy,
Taste my wonderful
and you can get some soup, heal our HP, and then we can get some items, some weapons, thrown weapons. You have throwables are a big thing in this game, but
Soon I will
we can let's talk to
my
this guy.
birthday and compensate the tribe, and I'll fight for you.
So we can hire this guy for 50 gold coins. Let's
As you
come back to him. I can't get my rocks that I dropped. But throwables are a huge thing in this game, and you can kind of like cancel your attacks with throwables. It's really interesting. There's lots of cool tech with canceling moves and throwables and all sorts of other things that we won't get into in this episode quite yet. Let's go ahead and talk to this person. They
You've won your peace among us,
quite the looker.
I know why you're here.
Damn, I do like the voice. So unfortunate.
You're here for the broken bridge, aren't you? We've been keeping an eye on you.
Aye. I see you're as sharp and fair as ever. That bridge was a gift from my people. You have no right to destroy it.
They can rebuild it, but will never forget their betrayal. Stonedale will burn forever.
Okay, bridge repaired. Alright, so we are gonna have to do another run and go back to the bridge, or we would want to locate the new crystal. I guess we'll have to decide on the next run. Let's go ahead and come over here and see what's going on. So here we have a...
I know you. Your name escapes me for the moment, but I do know you. That's unexpected. We need silence. Focus.
Alright, so that's actually my favorite playable character, Cider. Who knows when we'll be seeing that character again. But here we have a shop where we can buy some stuff. So we have a shield, we have a cloak. The shield gives us damage reduction. Cloak gives us 5% chance to evade attacks when hit, and it scales with our luck. And then we have the tongue charm that gives us more punish damage. Personally, for me, I never really find like punish augment items and abilities that useful. Just my personal playstyle. Not saying that they aren't good. We can actually... Okay, so I have to decide. I can either buy an item or I can buy the helper. Normally, you might want to buy the helper if you're new and you're, you know, not as well versed in the game, I'm gonna go ahead and just buy the damage reduction.
Barely better than junk.
Just to help us out a little bit with survivability, because I don't have enough money to purchase. I'm short 1 coin. Right, on to the next screen. Okay. Oh.
Access to the mine is closed by order of the Council of Stonedale. Leave now or die.
Okay, I guess we'll leave. Oh, there's nowhere for me to go, so we have no choice. I'm sorry. So we're fighting some humans. Oh. Alright, those guys will always try to anti-air you if you jump at them. So be prepared. You can jump and do a skill attack to clash with the anti-air, but yeah, just be aware that they will try to anti-air you. Okay, so we are at the Citadel? I don't know how to pronounce that. You can destroy these again for some rocks, for throwables. Throwables are really good in this game. Like too good, honestly, at in some instances. But having some extra rocks is never a bad thing. So we kind of have a split here in where we can go. There is, let's see.
Without the furnace, the elevator is useless.
Alright, so this is some sort of elevator. Oh, find the furnace. Can we do that? Alright, maybe we can do that here. So let's just go with the bottom path. This is the mines area. Yeah, the old mines. Got some more rocks that we can destroy here. Oh, okay, so we have some mad dwarfs. I'm attacking my people, I guess, technically, right? Carl is a dwarf. I can explode that barrel. We have some weird mushrooms here. So part of this game is just kind of knowing what the enemies are. I could not dodge. Kind of knowing like what the enemies do and how to avoid their attacks and all that stuff. You can get knowledge checked if you don't know what the enemies do. That happened to me. Like it took so many runs before I could make progress. If it's your first time playing, you're probably not gonna make it this far because this game is just. It can be a lot if you're new, especially if you've never played beat 'em up before. But they were just using the dash attack. I guess I didn't go over that, but you have a dash attack if you're running. You can press the strike button. That'll let you do a dash attack that you can cancel into other attacks if it hits. So here we have some items. Trinkets is what they call them, actually. So we have the Ritual of Wind, which increases our effects by 10%, and the next ritual will offer a wind option. And we have the same thing but fire. I'm gonna go with wind because I think wind is kind of more interesting from a gameplay perspective. We have the tornadoes that are going on. But let's just keep going, see what we encounter. A giant boulder here. And we have some treasure chests. Oh, I got another one. Okay, you can, yeah, just run backwards to avoid that. Because otherwise it is difficult. Alright, so the dwarves don't have any voice lines. So here we have an orange enemy. They have, the aura. That's an elite enemy. So they're armored, and I think they do more damage. So you gotta be careful with them. Carl can just easily throw them. Honestly, Carl is pretty good for the fact that he can just throw enemies like that. Ooh. But yeah, those enemies are armored, so it takes a little bit more to get them staggered. So you gotta be like careful with how you go about dealing with them. Alright, so on to the next screen. Okay. So here we have another elite mushroom guy. You can clash them because they'll try to run into you like that. There we go. Oops. So yeah, when you get a clash, that staggers the enemy. And then it gives you, a good amount of time to do a counter attack there. And those big mushroom guys will like rush you, and that gives you, enough time to line up a nice clash like that.
Those energies have always been the sole property of the dwarves. Claim their treasure and be one with the pure, raw, with life itself.
Alright, so it looks like we have another crystal here that'll give us some access to some more ritual elements. What is this one? Okay, so this is a Ritual of Thunder. So we have further augments to our skill attack, or every time we do an Arcana, we'll spawn a proximity spark, which is a floating spark that strikes downwards when enemies pass underneath. Again, I kind of prefer, at this point in the game, we just don't have a lot of Arcana to work with, so I'm just going to go with the Lightning skill, which is going to build up a little static charge every time we use our skill button. So now we have Lightning and Thunder on the skill button. We're low-key becoming the avatar. This video is going to be a little bit longer than I was hoping for, because unfortunately I'm not dying. Not to, toot my own horn or anything, but just keep going. What are we dealing with here? Okay, we have a giant dwarf.
Azra warned me about you, thief. Everything has been planned. The Root Sisters are no more. Their lies are defeated. This war is over.
Forgive me, my lord, but I must disagree.
Alright, so here we have a boss fight, the Under King. Jesus Christ. Okay, so you can easily kind of dodge his attacks like this, and he's not too hard to clash either. Once you get the timing down. Oops, okay, I missed it there. Now we have our little opportunity to get some damage in. Okay, I'm missing the clashes. Okay, so for that attack, it's just easier to just dodge like that. And then he'll try to shoot you. You can actually clash the fire and reflect the projectiles, but I don't. It's too risky for me, so I will not be doing that. So once you do enough damage, they kind of enter a state called overpressure, which, oh, okay, gotta watch out for that. He will do an unblockable attack that you need to clash in order to... Okay, God, I thought I mistimed that one. It wouldn't surprise me if I died here. This is not the easiest boss. It took me a long time to be able to reliably beat this boss. You know what I'm gonna do? We have a bunch of rocks, so I'm gonna just like dump. Okay, that's gonna cause stuff to fall from the sky. Shit. That was the lightning that triggered. Oh god, I'm about to die. Ah! Oh my god, I actually survived. Probably should have died to end the video, in all honesty, but we'll just keep going till, we eventually meet our demise. But that boss filtered me so much at the beginning, I could never get through that guy.
I have never seen anything like this except... Hit it! Destroy it now!
Okay, so let's go ahead and do as she says and hit whatever the hell this is. Oops. Here we go. So pretty much once you beat like the major bosses in these I don't know what you call them, maps, levels, you get this little pinata thing that you can attack. Sometimes it drops crystals, sometimes it drops money, and sometimes it drops some other stuff. That time we only got crystals. But let's keep going. I'm on pretty low HP right now, so yeah, some bread is nice.
Mother, I grant you this tower. Nourish your tree with Azra's stolen magic.
Okay.
One of the best things in life. Filling your belly.
Alright, so we have
This sleek beauty shimmering in the moonlight is my precious Aurora. You slayed one betrayer king.
I'll take you to the next. I'll bring you to where Azra won't be expecting you. Into the jaws of his warlord.
Okay. Well, you heard her. We're about to go on the boat.
Wondering if I can be trusted. Wise, but perhaps a little late. You shouldn't trust anyone. Your head has too high a price on it. There is also a bounty on me, and contrary to you, I have no more backup plans. Let's say I'm doing a lot of stupid things for silly reasons. We should reach Jaroba soon. Get ready and tell me where you want to put ashore.
Okay. So we're on, her name is Safari. We're on her ship right now. This ship actually has some different layouts every time you come on it. Sometimes there's a guy singing here. Sometimes, this guy, he is on top of the mast, and you can actually attack this and get a trinket. And we also have this guy that's selling some stuff. Ooh. So we have a Lucky Charm, which increases our luck. Luck affects crit chance and enemy item drops, so it's pretty good.
My kin is dedicated to trade between all, without preference. Well, in theory anyway. Let's just say that if you place your trust and coin in me, your cause will benefit.
So looks like we got a little shop upgrade. So the more you buy trinkets from the shopkeepers, you get some upgrades that let you do some stuff like be able to purchase more items and also sell things to the shopkeeper. I don't know what that one did, but we'll also buy this for more HP. So the layout that we have today, we have access to this little area here. If you stay here long enough, this guy will tell you to fuck off.
Private quarters of the chief.
I swear the voice does not match that character. But anyway, who cares what he has to say? Let's just go in here and... Ooh,
the bandit queen's hoard. That's tempting.
Looks like we got some of Zafari's booty here that we can pillage. So you have the option. This will trigger an optional boss fight if you decide to open up the treasure chest. This will probably be where the run ends because this fight is not easy, honestly. So let's just, let's ball. Let's do it. Oh, loot goblin. Loot goblins drop more money
Nobody can be trusted these
if
days.
you defeat them.
Let's see if you've bitten off more than you could.
Okay, sometimes she has homies. Oh, fuck. Sometimes she has homies join the fight. God damn it, I'm trying to get the goblin, but that's gonna get me killed. Okay, you can jump. Okay, let's focus on the fight. Fuck the loot goblin. Oops. Okay, that's a wide sweeping attack that you have to kinda... The goblin's dead, so let's just focus on the fight. Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go. So, I'm not the best when it comes to fighting Zafari. For this attack, just keep rolling. And then here's where I usually get fucked up. She will charge up a bunch of attacks, and then... ah, fuck. You can clash all of those if you get the time in, but I'm never, like, really good at timing that, so... I just try to dodge and deflect into them if possible. And then, yeah, for this attack, just keep rolling. Alright, so she's gonna do some unblockable attacks that you have to clash. Yeah, this fight is hard. I'm just lucky that I had some HP when I came in, but this is not an easy fight. For me, at least. I've never been good at it. Especially since I'm doing, half damage. Okay, that's an easy clash because of the Arcana. Okay, another easy clash. There we go, another one. Alright, I can't believe I did not die.
I yield. I'm not going to die over small change. It won't be so easy next time.
Alright, so Safari gave up the booty. We were able to defeat her. And now we're hella rich. There is moldy cheese. So the cheese and this little rotten carrot, do not eat them. You will lose HP. But here we have a choice. Oh, you know what? I haven't even been using my inspiration, the multi-bounce. So let's do that next time. Okay, so we have Take Aim, which lets us charge our Arcana, or this one gives us more Arcana, but they deal less damage. I'm gonna actually go with this, because now we can actually utilize a couple of, you know, Arcana strikes here. I'm gonna hire this guy for 50. Barbos, whatever. And I might as well just buy this just to, you know, get that shot progress going on.
My head hurts. We're approaching the first sunken city. What course should I chart?
Alright, so all we have is the option for
King
Jeroba.
has no idea what's landing on his shores.
I low-key hope I die soon, because I don't know if I should just make one continuous video or just split this up into like 2 parts, because this is going on longer than I expected. I didn't think I would do that well on the first run, because it took me ages to make progress here when I first started playing.
Without the Molai to maintain balance, Jeroba has turned into a toxic and bloodthirsty jungle.
Alright, so we're in a jungle area. So we're gonna see some new enemies, new whatchamacallits.
Let me out! I'm not your enemy!
Okay, we have someone speaking to us.
Pathetic prey! Lies won't save you! You have chosen unwisely, witch. It would be better to live.
Alright, this Ambus character looks so cool.
Cannot betray the Root Sisters.
Is she like a salamander or something?
Then the Rooting Moors will have their pleasure with your bones. Farewell, Vicana.
The voice acting is so good in this game. Anyway, let's go let out that person that is trapped. Here we have a Gnoll Raider, some werewolves. Once they transform, you're better off just throwing them because they will armor through some of your attacks. So, oops. Oh, you know what? Let's use our new technique, the inspiration. There we go. That is some good combo damage. Here we go. Perfect.
You're going to save me. It's like in these stories of old. Praise the Blessed Mothers.
Alright, let's talk to her.
My name is Vicana, Root Sister and Ritual Maker.
Vicana. Beautiful name. Very pleased to serve. Uchawi is resting in our last sanctuary. You're welcome to join her there.
We'll meet in your Blessed Mother's haven. I'm so happy you found me.
Right, so that is interesting. She makes rituals. Maybe that might be. Oh.
The tribes fear the ruins of the old Molai homeland. You might find the ghosts there very much alive. There is a lone warrior there, waging a solitary war. Bro.
The Mad Molai is still in the fight. Excellent news.
Alright, well, looks like we have a new crest. Let's actually open up the map and see what's going on. So right now we're in Jeroba, and there's actually a new crystal. Is that in the next map? The next room? I don't know. But we're in Jeroba. There's a lot of quests. That's kind of, when you start the game, there's like so many quests to do, so it kind of varies up the paths that you can take compared to when you finish the game, and there is sort of like meta paths. But yeah, we have some stuff to do on subsequent playthroughs. There is the cat creature again, so that means that there is a secret in this room, which I will remember this time. Supposedly, those secrets from the bunny monsters don't count towards 100%, so you don't have to worry about, you know, getting all of those to 100% the game, I believe. The secret here is that if you throw a rock or any projectile into the pool, you'll get a treasure chest. So there we got some crystals. So that is the secret for this room. Oops. These lizards actually do a lot of damage, especially in the mode where I take more damage than normal. Wouldn't surprise me if I die here. Yep. So yeah, I think I was saying before in the previous boss fight, once you do a lot of damage, there's sort of a combo limit called overpressure, where the next hit will do more damage than usual. So that's kind of where I normally cash out with my the Arcana to do a little bit more damage with it. So we have some trinkets here. We have Tentacle Charm, which gives us 15% more damage when we're hitting more than one enemy, and then we also have Thunder Mocks, which is similar to the other ones that give us increased ritual effectiveness and a chance for elemental ritual showing up. I'll go with that one.
Your skin is a coat. Grab the slave.
Okay, if I can survive this room, I can at least get the crystal. So the shaman, like the these guys, I forgot. Yeah, the Null Shamans. You want to kill them because they can make these geysers appear from the ground, and it's actually pretty annoying, honestly.
Here is a gift I hope to give you myself one day. This crafter was mine before the Crimson Order defaced it. Claim the ritual and become a proper child of the Root Sisters.
Alright, so the Crimson Order, I guess that's the name of those people in the armor, the black and white armor, which makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, the first playthrough I kind of skipped through like all the cutscenes and dialogue. Alright, so here we have probably the worst thing in this game, Thorn Daggers, and by worst I mean like this shit is this thing is so overpowered. So every time we do our attack finisher, our strike finisher, we'll get 2 Thorn Daggers, and then this one, every time we use an Arcana, we spawn a Rose Turret. Throw-in builds in this game that involve Thorn Daggers are super OP. So we're gonna go with that because I'm probably gonna die soon anyway. So every time we finish, we complete our strike combo, like on an enemy or something that can sustain damage, we will spawn Thorn Daggers that we can use to throw at enemies. Go ahead and rest up because not much else for us to do. Here is a split path where you can go through these vines, and that'll take us on a different path. But I'm gonna just take the normal path and go up because it looks like there's a quest for us to do if we go upwards.
Oh, this is shiny. The king and son will be happy.
Idiot! This is for us to keep. It's not a tribute. Bow and obey.
So we do have some variants here with the enemies. I know, visually they have different weapons, they look a little different. I don't know if their abilities are different. Some enemies variants, they do have different abilities, but I don't know about these guys. Are these guys hyenas, I'm assuming? They kind of look like hyenas. They have a very funny sounding voices. And we still have our familiar here, well, helper, I shouldn't say familiar. Barbose. Maybe I might not die on this run. It'll be kind of crazy if I make it to the end on this first run with my lack of stuff. So right now our main goal is going to be to try and finish our combo because we get these Thorn Daggers. The Thorn Daggers, I think they pierce and they do a lot of damage. So if we do our strike finisher, we will get them to spawn, and when we do the triple strike in the air, the the axe handle, as they call it in fighting games. That also counts as a finisher, so we'll get the spawn to happen. Alright, man, this video is going to be super long. I might split it up into 2. I don't want to have like a super duper long video, so I might split this up into 2 separate videos. Especially if I don't die anytime soon. Something I didn't mention, oh, yeah, the shamans are so annoying. Let's just keep running. Oh, a bunch of enemies. And here is Brome. Oh, can I talk to him? I guess not yet. Yeah, something I didn't mention, I think all the Arcanas, when you use them, they have some bit of invincibility. So that is something you can use in a pinch to get out of a bad situation. Here we have Thunder and Bramble. I'm gonna go with Thunder because I don't care for Bramble. I don't care for the daggers.
Hurry. They'll be back soon enough. There's nothing worthy for me here. Only tawdry revenge. My people are gone. My children will never swim to free-flowing water. Tell Mother I'll see her. That we might make Azra suffer together.
Alright, well, there he goes, but that is Brome, one of the other playable characters. I'm way better with Cider and Brome than I am with the 2 default characters that you get, so hopefully we'll get a chance to play with them if we manage to unlock them. We'll keep going. So far, it has not been too bad, but I swear it's only because I play this game too much. This game is... it's not as easy as it looks when you first start out. Oops. So you gotta be careful with the Archer Wizard guys. They do a lot of damage. I guess I should try to use some of these throwing... yeah, the throwing daggers are so good. Like, way too good. Oops. Alright, I could not dodge that attack there. Alright, here we go. I will say clashes are so satisfying in this game, but they're a lot harder to do than just doing a simple deflect. But you know, you gotta use all your defensive options. Dodging, even jumping is pretty viable at times. But here we have another choice of rituals. I'm gonna go ahead and just further augment the tornado skill that we have. But I'll try to use everything on this playthrough, quote unquote. Oh, what's going on here?
You were fortunate to make it to the sacred ground, wizard. My master commands that you die. Give me a good fight.
Oh, okay. I guess we have a boss fight here with the Salamander Lady, and there is another one that is spectating the fight. We're just gonna cheese her with... Dude, throwing daggers are like crazy. They're way too good. There we go. Just try to string some attacks together. It's not gonna be perfect. Oops. I'm really surprised that our helper is still alive. That is an honest surprise. Oops. Okay. Yeah, when she wakes up, she's usually invincible because she just jumps into the ground. So just keep that in mind. But you can use that to your advantage as well. You know, it's starting to feel like I'm probably gonna make it further than I should for the first video.
You were weak. And this.
I guess that was her sister, probably. They look similar. But I guess a lot of characters look similar in this game. Alright, so we have some more... we have Throw Mastery and we have Take Aim. I'm gonna go with Throw Mastery because I don't know. Take Aim I don't really care for the charging Arcana.
Survival of the fittest.
inspirations that much. Oops, I think I skipped the dialogue. Alright, so that was a boss fight. We got through that with relative ease. I will say I'm doing a lot better than I expected. I might be able to make it to the end. Okay, so we have some people here that we could probably hire. And we have the shop. Let's go ahead and talk to them.
Not this place. I need gold to stay. Let's go.
Alright, let's just go ahead and buy everyone. Like, let's ball. Maybe this might be enough to get us to the end of the game. So we can either buy a shield or we can buy the eyeball charm to do more damage. I'm gonna get the shield for survivability.
Warmth into my shell. Next time you visit my shop, you'll find a wider range of options.
Alright, there we go. So we got another shop upgrade, so we'll probably see some more trinkets available next shop, like he said. You should destroy those benches because sometimes they might drop more shields. So here we have like some giant lizard guys. These guys are kind of annoying because they can block attacks and counter attack as well. So you want to keep that in mind. But yeah, I've gotten trinkets from those benches, so they are probably worth interacting with once in a while. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, those guys, if you attack them while they're blocking, they'll counterattack, but you can dodge the counterattack and just follow up with your own counterattack, which I think is pretty neat. There's lots, for some enemies, there are multiple ways to kind of deal with their offense defensively on your end. Right, so I'm kind of ignoring the let's just throw these, whatever, because we have so many throwables on the floor right now. Kind of similar to Terraria, how throwables were, you know. Well, actually, were throwables ever like super good in Terraria? I don't really know, but throwable builds don't really exist anymore, right? Because they kind of like condense that into like melee and range. So I don't really think there is like a quote-unquote throwable build. It's been a while since I played Terraria. Well, besides yesterday, which was pretty fun when I recorded that video, which you may or may not be seeing at some point soon. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bar fight here. Oh, you know, I'm not using the new inspiration, so with Carl you get sort of a command grab, an advancing grab that lets you just dash into the enemies and grab them. You can actually clash with that as well. It counts as a clash, so keep that in mind. You can clash with the advancing grab if you time it correctly. And you can also cheese with it. Just repeatedly grab enemies and throw them into the wall. Which if we make it to a final boss, I will be cheesing. Alright, so that was 3 rooms. We have a choice of rituals. So we can either further increase our burn-in ritual, or we can get this wind ritual, which lowers over pressure, so it lets us do combos for longer before they go into overpressure. I'm gonna go with the fire. We got some avatar shit going on with the thunder, the lightning, fire. Oh, there's something for us to inspect.
Nowadays, the arena is the only way out of this realm. Either you die, or you wrestle a guide through the green maze of Jerome.
Okay, so looks like we're gonna go to some arena. We're gonna go ahead and heal up because that's the only option we have. When you heal at the campfires and like through food sources, it also heals your. Oh, maybe it doesn't just yet. Maybe not yet. I think you do get the ability to heal your teammates later. But yeah, we'll go ahead and heal up and see what we have. Looks like we have some sort of boss fight coming up.
Welcome to my arena.
I know it says Lizard King, but I thought this guy was a fish for like the longest.
I hear you you defeated the Under King. So I trust you will put on a good show for us.
Hey, isn't that like the sister that we just killed on the right? Giving him fruit? Or maybe they all look alike, which sounds bad. They're all lizards. Alright, so we're gonna have to go through some waves of enemies before we can fight this guy. We've got an elite enemy there. With Carl, you can easily just... yeah, just repeatedly grab them, which is what they deserve. So that is something you can do with Carl. Just keep that in mind. Carl is low-key cheesy, if I'm being honest with you. So we got through that wave of enemies. Get some crystals. And next wave. But yeah, Carl is not really my favorite character. It's the character I played the most when I first started, because they felt easier than Galandra. Galandra's probably my worst character. I'm just like not good with that character at all. But we are gonna try to play, you know, every character in this this Let's Play. Playthrough, whatever you want to call it. You can actually clash those lizards when they're doing the spin to win ball attack. You can clash them with a strike or well-timed Arcana. So keep that in mind. So we can get movement speed or more damage reduction. I'm gonna go with damage reduction. 2 more of those and we're almost gonna take normal damage instead of taking 50% more damage like we're doing currently. There's a lot going on the screen, which also makes things kind of hard. I won't lie, the further you get into the game, the harder it is to kind of do some of the basics to deal with enemies, like the well-timed deflects and clashes and stuff, because there's just too much going on. But speaking of clashes, as you saw there, I clashed with the lizard guy to kind of nullify their little homing attack, so you can clash with them, so keep that in mind. Hey, did our goblin friend guy, what was his name? Burger or whatever? I think he died. But here we have Arcanas. I'm actually going to go ahead and just choose this one since we have more Arcana to work with. So every time we use our... Here we have the Lizard King. So Lizard King fight can be a little bit rough. I guess I should go through how I deal with him. So yeah, you want to be careful with the belly attack. Whenever you see him charging up the attack, you can jump over that command grab. So keep that in mind whenever he goes for the grab. Oops. Try your best not to hem yourself in the corner. You can dodge downwards for the strike that he does. Honestly, we can just throw the thorn daggers on him. Oops. Yeah, so just remember to try to dodge the grab that he does when you get the chance. And then we're in phase 2 where he... God, I'm not good at comboing with Carl or Valandra. That is... Oh god, he grabbed me out the air. Jeez, that did so much damage. God, I'm about to die. Okay, Thorn daggers, Thorn daggers. Thorn dagger cheese. Thorn daggers. No! Dude, the freaking thorn daggers didn't win me the run. Alright, well, that was literally an hour exact. I did not think I would make it this far. That is a lot of progress for a first run, for a new profile at least. So, pretty good. Let's just go ahead and see what we have going on. Here's our inventory. Not a bad first run, in all honesty. Not bad at all. Oh, we have Rome here. What is he doing here? Okay.
jungles and dens of Jeroba aren't safe anymore. War cannot be avoided. I don't have the strength to save the Molai on my own, and the warlord is fierce. Please, let me join your company again and break the Crimson Order.
You always had a place among us, Brom. I am sorry you didn't find peace, but you will have your revenge. That, I promise.
Alright, well, there we go. We completed a quest, and looks like we got some unlockables, and there's all sorts of stuff going on here right now. I think these probably represent the rituals, would be my guess. But yeah, there is the first episode of Absolum, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. I tried my best to just, be as informative as I could while playing, which is not easy for a beat 'em up. But we will be doing some more episodes of Absolum, and I will probably be doing some more Terraria videos soon. But thanks for watching. See you in the next episode if you made it this far.